So today's doorstep discovery, we're going to attempt to go to PRIORY Marina, which is only about 20 minutes away from our home. But David, do you think there might be a height barrier?
Yeah, so it's PRIORY Marina in Bedford, and yeah, I've got in my head that there's a height barrier. However, I do know the area quite well, and I'm thinking there's probably alternatives. So we may end up either in the Aspects Leisure Park, or we might end up parking down by the river. So yeah, we'll let you know.
So we'll try and park somewhere else if we can't get in the actual car park. But yeah, obviously we'll let you know where we park, and well, we'll see how we get on. See you in a bit.
So there's a couple of potentials here. You've got the river running on your left. We might come back and park there, or potentially you've got Aspects on the right hand side, which is like a leisure park. You've got the cinema there, the bingo, all that sort of thing. Just on the right hand side, there is no, just had a look down there, glance, there is no height barriers down there, so there's a potential to come back. But yeah, in terms of actually driving up to the marina, it's actually on the same road as the athletic stadium, which is the road we're just about to join. So we'll go down there and we'll see what we can find in terms of height barriers on the car park. In the back of my mind, there is. Park, otherwise known as PRIORY Marina. You can see you've got a Beefeater and a Premier in here. You can also see you've got height barriers, albeit I'm not 100% sure if there is on this left hand car park, so we can have a look.
Yes, there is.
There is. That's really annoying.
So you'd have to turn around.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn around. Does look like there is none on the Beefeater car park, so if anyone's coming here in a motorhome and you're eating in the Beefeater, then you'll get away with it. So as you can see, I went back to I think it was plan B actually rather than plan A, and we went down by the river, which on the one hand's great because that'll be lovely when we come back for lunch, but on the other hand we've probably got to walk a mile to get to the marina. But we've got a new device that we will show you for Tessie. PRIORY Country Park can be found just outside of the town centre in Bedford. The main access and main car park is just off of Barker's Lane. We couldn't park there, however, due to height restrictions, so our choice of parking was down the embankment by the river. This was a short 1 kilometre walk to the Priory itself.
What is that, David?
So this is what we bought for Tessie. So she sits in there, this goes over her head, zips up, and then you put her head through there and you pull that really tight so that it cuts off this. No, you don't cut off the circulation.
We're not doing that.
You've got to keep her in there safely, and there's a little clip to go on her.
Yeah.
Obviously Claire chose the colour.
Suits you, David.
But apparently I've got to carry it.
I'm carrying the dog. Well, we're not carrying her.
Well, can I carry the dog? Can we swap?
No, I'm in charge of the dog.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum walking together, both blonde. Yeah, so what we've got to do is we've got to cross over the river, and then we've got to head. I think there's like a little walkway that goes around the back of the marina, but I'm sure it's signed. What do you reckon, Tessie? Yeah, she thinks it's this way. So we didn't actually have to cross the river, and we found a sign. So we're going down the underpass. So the pathway that we're on walks up the side of the leisure park. And my reason for not parking in the leisure park were that the bays are really tight, and more often than not you get someone parked right up against your car door.
And it's empty.
Yeah. I guess my head's still stuck in a bit of a pre-COVID world. And it looks like we found the marina. Just walking along the back of it now. But we've actually got friends that have got a boat in the marina, and we went out on it a few years ago. I might even have some footage of that, and I'll drop it in. Miranda, homecoming queen, cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? I'm not sure which one theirs is. I just know that it's got a blue roof. Let me see if I can spot one with a blue roof.
Narrow it down, David.
Hang on. Could be one of them. See, we're now back where we were a minute ago in the van. Look, that's the bit I turned around in. So it was a 1 kilometre detour to go this way. No, straight down. I don't actually know what a kilometre is, but unfortunately Claire is a runnist and they talk in kilometres rather than miles. So if anyone's got any ideas how far 1k is in English, drop it in the comments.
It's not quite a mile.
Oh, it's not quite a mile. No, I've got in my head, I was going to say, I've got in my head this about 0.6 miles. So yeah. But yeah, why do runners use K? And there we go, we are here. So our task is to walk all the way round. We'll see how long it takes before Tessie needs to go in the bag. Tessie wants to play rugby, it would appear. Priory Country Park is also a fantastic place to ride a bike as it is completely flat. We have taken the tandem round here a couple of times and not had any struggles at all. Even the fairies round here ride bikes around the woods. You'd be amazed at some of the things that you find on these walks. So I've been walking around the lake now and I found an Inuit walking.
What's an Inuit?
An Inuit! They've got like hoods like that and they live up in northern Canada, near the North Pole.
You just made that up.
No, they're called Inuits.
Oh, well.
Look it up when we get home and you can tell all the guys the facts about them.
It's raining. But you forgot to check the weather forecast. Again.
I ain't even got a coat on. Neither's Tessie. And we have made it back all the way round there without getting blown in.
We did get wet though.
We did get wet though. So being as we've now got a 1k walk to do, back to the car, well back to the van, Claire is going to try and get Tessie into my rucksack. Oh, I can see her going in. There you are. There's a little Tessie. We'll take a sweepstake on how long she stays in there. Comment in the comments below. Please comment before the end of the video though, otherwise that's cheating. Not sure how it's going to go.
Sit down for me. Sit down, darling.
We're jiggling a little bit. Yeah, I'll get her hat on. Oh, hang on, she's got a hooker in. And she's not actually that heavy. Neither's Tessie, to be fair. Ah, she's taking to it like a dog to a rucksack.
Right, put your head through there, my darling.
There we go.
Stay there.
And as I'm walking, Claire will get you some footage of what a dog in a rucksack looks like.
Put your legs in there, darling.
We'll see you in a bit.
Tessie, how do you like your bag? How do you like your new bag, Tessie?
Oof.
That'll rest your little legs, won't it? She seems happy enough. Let's go. Go for a little walk.
Who's in there? Is that Claire or Tessie?
You alright, Tessie?
Thousand for you.
Mummy's here. He's a clever girl. He's a clever girl.
When you turn around the corner, it feels like you're going to topple over.
We don't topple over. She seems happy enough.
I think that's what you call a live load, isn't it?
He's a good girl. He's a good little girl.
Are you giving me a back massage later?
Is she heavy?
Well, she's
only 9.4 kilograms.
what's that, in stone? After a 7-minute rest in the rucksack, here's what you get.
So after a lovely walk, we've come back to the van and we're nice and cosy. And we do love a little view when we have our lunch. And look at this, autumn. Isn't it beautiful?
So today we're going to do nachos. I've done them before, but before they made a right mess of the ridge monkey. Whoa, steady son, steady. Right, we made a right mess of the ridge monkey before, so what I'm thinking is, if I do them in tin foil, then wrap them up, then hopefully it won't make as much mess. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to layer it all. Because that's the only thing with nachos, right? Don't you just hate it when you go to a restaurant and you buy... Are you eating the nachos?
Mm-mm, no.
You just hate it when you go to the restaurant, right, and you buy nachos, but all of the toppings on top. So like all the ones at the bottom, they ain't got a chance. So what I'm thinking is, the best thing to do would be to layer them. So if I layer them like this, and I'll put some more on top, then I'll put another layer of dip, and then it'd be really nice. And I'm sure Tessie will have that. And she don't get it, Claire probably will. Like that. And we'll do a little bit more dip. There we go. And in a minute, we'll do some more cheese. They're probably unhealthy nachos, I would like to say. Hopefully our Slimming World lady's not watching Dolittle Campers. But actually, does turn out that a smart change of clothes can lose you a few pounds. So this week I went to Slimming World in shorts and a t-shirt, and I wore slippers instead of shoes, and it actually lost me £2.5. So for anyone that's struggling, that's obviously a good option for you. Let's put a bit more dip on top. And I'll put some more crisps in, and I'll grate some more cheese in a minute. Let's put some more crisps in. You don't get that many in the bag these days, that's the only thing. I would say, I thought there'd be more than that in here. But there we go. Right, that's that. I'm going to grate some more cheese, but just so you guys get an idea, That'll go over the top, that'll come down, and we'll just flip it sporadically, and they should cook nicely.
We'll show you the finished result.
Will do. In theory, they work. I think some of the ones on the bottom you might have to peel the tin foil off, but I do have a nice clean ridge monkey, so every cloud...
You don't get many points for presentation, David, but I'm sure it'll taste good.
You can tell everyone how that tastes afterwards, thank you.
Let's dig in.
Go for it. That was a Doorstep Discoveries by Dolittle Campers. If you liked our video, please do like, comment, and if you're new to our channel, please subscribe. We're also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching us. Speak to you soon.